Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Make sure and subscribe to the channel. Consider donating. Hey, look, man, Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. I've now realized that they refuse to be villains for the media. And if you say, well, hey, man, how do you know that? Well, because while I was walking today, I actually decided not to run because my damn knees are hurting. So I walked for like an hour and 45 minutes. And while walking, I listened to a little bit of the Sean Porter podcast where Terence Crawford was kind of talking about him and Errol Spence. And what was surprising to me is the conversation was kind of around with this fight and the magnitude of this fight. Some people are a bit surprised that there's not more buzz, not more electricity created as a result of the fight announcement. And what Crawford was basically saying is, look, maybe people would find it more entertaining if he and Spence were more like Mayweather, very loud, very aggressive, more colorful personalities, kind of like Muhammad Ali, more vocal, Mike Tyson, very aggressive. He said people find it entertaining. But one thing that and I have to commend him for this, is Terence Crawford says, look, that's not my personality. And I don't think me, as a black boxer, that I should have to basically assume a villain role just to grow my profile or grow my platform or to create that electricity or buzz around this fight. Crawford truly feels that the fight sells itself. And he says it's okay for him to come out there and show respect to Errol Spence and for Errol Spence to show respect to him. And he said, but don't you for a minute, you gotta excuse me, I got a cold, right? He said, don't you for a minute think that when they get in the ring, that they're not going to try to take each other's heads off. He's like, I respect them, but when it comes to the fight, he's like, I'm still trying to win just like I do in every other fight. But I think it's pretty cool that he and Spence both understand that the platform they have right now, and they're choosing to go about this and not give the media, I would say, what they want. They got a little bit of what they wanted, and if you take a look at everything with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford and their interactions, the press conferences, when they're speaking highly of each other, that doesn't really get much attention. But you saw when Derek James had that little bit of a dust-up with whether it was Terence Crawford or someone from Terence Crawford's team, that shit went viral, didn't it? And the thing about it is, that's not what they want. And I think that's cool. And that kind of explains why, even me, I was concerned. I'm like, what's going on with Terence Crawford? He's smiling a whole lot, seems happy. This isn't the Terence Crawford that we know. I'm not saying he was angry all the time. But what I'm saying is this isn't the Terence Crawford that we know. But taking a look at it now, we now have a better understanding of why Terence Crawford is approaching the fight the way he's approaching it, with not being very vocal, not being very aggressive, smiling a whole lot. He's very aware that he has kids. Errol Spence has kids, that there are young people all around the world who are watching them, and he just wants to try to get it right. Errol Spence as well. Now, they'll still, be polite to each other and say, hey, I'm still going to kick your ass, though, but they don't need to be, hurling insults and using the infamous N-word and being super nasty, and they're not going to do that. And to be honest with you, I don't like seeing that. I don't like hearing that crap either, man. Look, I'm 48, man. You know what I'm saying? I've gone 25 years of doing something where you just have to, you just rewire or reprogram yourself the way you're doing things, because, the way I was before I joined that damn military, I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky to be where I am today, because I'll just tell you right now, I'm very lucky. So yeah, man, I think they need to be commended for what they're doing right now, and the fact that they're trying to show respect to each other, and at the same time letting everybody know, look, we're still all about the business. We're still all about fighting. We're still all about becoming undisputed. I'm not okay with losing. He's not okay with losing. I'm not okay with winning by decision. We're coming in there to damage each other. So don't for a second think because we're all 32 teeth and happy to be here like Prince Hakeem. Don't think for a second that we've now decided to go against what's brought us to success. And I just think I wanted to bring that to you guys about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. These guys are strictly business, man. They're being professional, respect each other, they understand what each other brings to the table, and they feel like the fight sells itself. Now, I will tell you, maybe if there was more confrontation, because let's just be real, man. People like drama. Would that help the pay-per-view sales? I don't know, man, because when you look at the MMA world, and when you got MMA fans saying, hey, we're gonna have to boycott any MMA events to make sure we don't miss Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. That speaks volumes. And I think we need to understand that and put that into context here, man. But that being said, man, y'all keep cool. I like the fact that Errol Spence and Crawford are refusing to be the villains, cuss and act stupid, fight on stage, throw chairs, be ignorant. You know what? Yo, man, job well done. Don't give these fools what they want to see when it comes to that. But, you can still talk your little trash. Make sure that, you emphatically state what your plans are. And, when you get in the ring, like Errol Spence says, once you get in that ring, y'all should be stepping. And I'm looking forward to this fight. But I am it was very satisfying to know that Crawford said, hey, we're just not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And to know that he and Errol Spence want to show that respect to each other and want to set a positive example. You know how it is. But I guess when you get in the guarantee of, damn near, 8 figures. So word is, take it with a grain of salt what I'm about to tell you, like 20 million or so. I guess ain't no need to act a fool because you're getting your money regardless. But at the same time, people, maybe more people should take a note out of their book. But I don't know. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans. Crawford and Spence, July 29th. These guys are being gentlemen, but you better believe me, man. I think in fight week, I think things will start popping off during fight week. I really do, because you could tell that the intensity is building. Errol Spence is slimmed way down. Crawford is cut. These guys are getting ready, man. And, I can tell you just from cutting weight, it's not fun. And you see it in these fighters come fight week, things go left. People can't understand. If you haven't boxed before or trained or had to cut weight, you don't understand what that feeling is like, And I have an idea. That being said, we'll take massive cough medicine. Y'all keep cool. Can't wait for this mashup crasher, man. Very excited. Shout out to the veterans. Everybody around the world, eat something good. I'm in the breeze.